Hi, we're currently doing an astrological sign reading for Gemini. Hope that you guys are having an awesome month so far. We're actually working on April 2018, and all we're going to do is pull up a few cards just to see what's going on energetically. We're actually walking into, well, we just had a full moon in Libra, so we're just educating ourselves on how to be better people. And that means different things to all people, and we're doing a general reading. You can visit robinshealing.com if you would like a personal reading as well. I appreciate everyone who likes, subscribes, and who shares these videos. I very much appreciate it. A big thing that I just started was a healing group that it's healing group with Robin's Healing, and so I have a Facebook page as well, and we created a bunch of dialogue happening there so we can just talk about these videos, talk about anything that's going on through my business. So I also have, I'm going to be sharing these videos before April, and up until March 29th I'm doing 50% off of my services. So if you'd like something, a reading or anything online, I do theta healing, I do past life regression, I do Reiki through distant healing as well. I do a combination of pretty much all of my services into one that I'm able to do through distance, and it's actually very powerful. So I charge $50. I charge $60 in person and $50 online, so half price is only $25, which is awesome for 1 hour of chatting. So we do that through Skype or telephone. Volunteer work is also coming through for you guys. I do free readings every Thursday. I talk about a topic, but you can also ask questions as well. On a daily basis, I'm usually hopping on doing a meditation in the morning or Robin's Healing on Instagram. It's also doing more like readings and question answer stuff. So there's so much you can get from the things that I'm talking about if you're open to what I'm offering. So the law of attraction is also coming up. So volunteer and the law of attraction. So it's kind of like what you put out is what you get back. Being in denial is not helping you folks. So if you feel like at all you want to isolate, or you may want to draw your attention onward, outward, or upward, but it's because you're trying to actually get away from a situation, you really want to actually identify with yourself. So if you're having an identity crisis at all this month, and you're feeling emotional about it, it could be that someone has hurt you, or it's because of who you're around. So just pay close attention to the fact that it may not be your energy, or it could be that it has to do with someone else. So the energy of Libra is balance and friendships and relationships, that sort of thing, and that's kind of what we're entering right now. A big thing that I've heard from other people that talk about this stuff is that you may feel like you're controlled by other people. So Geminis may feel like they're uncertain of things because of what other people are doing to them. Something to be mindful of beginning of the month. 6 of Earth. Paying attention to how you actually feel. So you can listen to this video, you can listen to other people, but it has to resonate with how you're actually feeling within. If you're feeling emotional, if you're having an identity crisis, or you're not sure of things. I also do past life regression. I'm not sure why that's been coming up a little bit, but it's really cool, and I'm gonna post on my Facebook page more about that. I may start doing more talks about it. I think it's important for some people to get some clarity and answers on why emotionally they feel the way that they do. Make some connections to that. And when I do distance sessions, I also can do FaceTime as well. So for some reason, I feel like talking about the fact that financially things can always work out in your favor. You just need to be a little patient and optimistic about it. Because there are other people I sense that are around you guys that are trying to offer you things, but I think they're just questioning some things first. And it's not because they don't want to give to you. It's just I think that they're maybe unsure or uncertain of things. So putting your best foot forward is promising this month. And for some reason, past life regression is coming up. So if there's anybody that's curious about past life regression and you'd like to ask me questions, feel free to email me, robinsealing@gmail.com, or check out my Facebook page, robinsealing.com, and we can go further into that. Changing things up is really also important. So acknowledging that you can become more aware of things, and that will shift how you make decisions. It will shift how confident you are in your decision making. You're growing, you're learning, you're not pulling into other people's energies, but you're also not as wishy-washy maybe, and it could be friendship related, okay? Two of Water. So dreams are coming up. Maybe somebody told you your dreams can't come true. Maybe when push comes to shove, you're not really sure yourself. So planting the seed is coming up. I went to a psychic once and she told me to go to the planetarium. And I was like, what's a planetarium? And I said, oh, who am I going to go there with? And I went, and there were little children there that knew more than I did. And it was a really cool experience. And it's what actually got me into learning more about the stars. And had she not told me to go do that, I probably would have never done that. So that's kind of what's coming up. It's like, listen to what people say. Even if you're not sure, it will open you up to something, okay? So it's about healing things, not about having evidence about things. It's about healing things, okay? So sometimes when situations arise in our life and we know that we need to have fun, so we just need to let go. And even if it's hard for us to do, we know what we need to do. So if even me talking about past life doesn't resonate with you, it could be also sometimes we have control, and our ego likes to control. And it's like, the example even would be like, I know I need to drink water, but I don't feel like drinking water, so I'm going to drink pop. It's like, okay, well, did you know that you can do both? And then eventually get yourself on that track, and then maybe you'll have less need for that. Or you drink water all the time, so you're going to treat yourself to a pop. So just acknowledging that there's no wrong or there's no right. It's more based on how you feel. And now I'm picking up a lot of fairy energy. So another example would be, I used to watch, I think it was like Fairy Guidance 222. And this girl was kind of like out there, and I think she was a little bit like, I'm not sure if I should even be doing this. And then I found out she was shifting her energy into, well, energy, but also her, going back to identity crisis, she was switching into becoming a man. And I think that may have had something to do with why she was uncertain about the things that she was doing, because maybe she was not sure in relation to her gender, how that would relate to maybe what she was doing publicly even. Now that doesn't really resonate with me, but that's just an example. But I'm getting that energy with you guys. It's like even, it's like, listen. Just listen to what you need, more or less. The Magician. I feel like I'm talking to people that know a lot of stuff. So the Magician is a person who needs somebody else to teach them things, but it's more or less I just need to go and learn. So acknowledging that if you're a person that feels like you need evidence, or if you're a person who abuses substances and you know the difference, it's just about finding solutions, and it's finding freedom in the fact, yes, you have a right to feel good, whether that's in unhealthy ways or in positive ways. Comfort is really important, but when we're looking for solutions, it doesn't matter if the person that's telling us, who the person that's telling us this, it's about, are we getting something from it? And as I talk about past life regression, it may be that signs or signals are drawing you into something like that, but you're still worried about things that you're doing. And the thing is, we'll always have faults, we'll always have fears. So it's almost like, are you driven enough to find solutions, okay? Life experience Tragic events have happened in people's lives, period. When it comes to past life stuff, is your fear coming from drive, not feeling driven, or is your fear coming from success already? Well, I already know I'm successful, I already whatever. Or do you need to hide who you really are? So ask yourself that. A lot of this is going within. I almost feel worried for some of you guys. So it can be scary to be yourselves. It can be scary to put yourselves out there. Like, look what I'm doing. I'm talking about things that totally contradict so many things. And it's like knowing that you can trust in the rhythm of life, knowing that you can trust in what you believe in, that's enough. If you have worry or postpartum or fears around past life or just post-trauma, or you have a lot of drama in your life, you're finding freedom, you're finding solutions, you're finding ways to resonate with a part of yourself or even others so that you can find peace in your life and solutions. So that's emotional related. King of Fire. Drawing attention to yourself can seem evil to some people. I've heard this before about people who feel like because of trauma that they've experienced in relation to even religion or politics, they've almost gone into a dark side. And even policies and procedures have guided people into places that have solved problems for them, but it doesn't mean that it's right for us. So I've been drawn into personality tests for some people, and I think it's because we're still trying to find, going back to the identity, we're trying to figure out who we are in a lot of ways, okay? But there's a lot of potential energy here, so intuition's kind of a magical thing when we can let go of ego and tap into that. It's amazing. So take a sensible approach. You can't really see me very well, and I feel like I'm even okay with that. I feel like if we can't let go of all the drama, then everything's going to be a big deal. So just even talking about past life regression may cause people to be like, that's enough. And that in itself is something. So working on magical evidence, I think people are looking for, like, well, if I knew that this amazing thing was going to happen, I would do it. And it's like, okay, well, experience that magical thing then. Allow something magical to happen. And that's where drive comes in. Like, if you want something, it will happen. So actually, the way that we're going to end this is just, I feel like I want people to identify with what I'm talking about. So I'm encouraging comments. Feel free to check out my other information and my groups and that sort of thing. And also, if you like channeling energy, I feel like I want to do more on how to channel energy and do more like online courses, that sort of thing. I'm gravitating towards that. So peace, love, and light. Just working on your direction this month will be very promising. Solutions, developing more people in your circle. So I appreciate everyone who shares my Facebook stuff, as well as I really appreciate people who watch these and subscribe and share that with others. Okay? Love and light, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.